Hi everyone, it's Jessica and Ruby, your favorite legal besties with the Algoma Community Legal Clinic, and we are back for Myth Busting Monday. As always, this is for informational purposes only. It is not legal advice, and this information applies to Ontario, Canada only. This Monday's myth: tenants cannot be evicted in the wintertime. Just a second, I gotta go put Ruby inside. She does not handle cold weather too well. Okay, we're back. All right, where were we? Tenants can't be evicted in the wintertime. Every year, without fail, we hear the same myth every year, every winter, that tenants cannot be evicted in the wintertime. This simply is not true. There's nothing in the legislation that states that tenants cannot be evicted in the wintertime. However, despite this, pursuant to Section 83 of the Residential Tenancy Act, the board may take into consideration all of the facts of the circumstances and either refuse to grant the eviction or they may order to delay the eviction. So these are what we would call Section 83 arguments at your hearing. And these are reasons why you're trying to argue you shouldn't be evicted or they should delay the eviction. And winter is commonly one of those reasons, especially where there is a high likelihood that the eviction will result in homelessness. So an example of this could be a situation, let's say a landlord is trying to evict a tenant because they want to move in, or a purchaser wants to move in, or they want to do renovations, and the tenant is elderly or perhaps a single parent. They have disabilities, lower income. They've been a long-term tenant, so their current rent is affordable, and they would not be able to afford market rents if they had to leave. And it's the middle of winter, and you live in Northern Ontario, where you experience significant snowfall, very cold temperatures, and there's a high risk that the eviction will lead to homelessness. So, of course, considering all of those circumstances and to be evicted in the middle of winter, the board may very well either refuse to grant the eviction or perhaps will delay the eviction until springtime when it's no longer winter. So, if that person were to become homeless, their safety wouldn't be in as high of a risk. Or jeopardy. And then it also gives them more time to find somewhere else to move out to. Again, this is very fact specific. So if you're a tenant, give us a call. We provide free legal advice. If you're a landlord, do not call us. If you're a small landlord, you can contact the Landlord Self-Help Center. And that's it for today's Myth Busting Monday. We'll see you next time.